What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Maple Leafs Media. As always, I'm your guy Jake, and I'm here to talk to you about a trade that happened between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Arizona Coyotes late Saturday night. The Maple Leafs have acquired Ilya Lyubushkin and Ryan Dzingel from the Arizona Coyotes in exchange for Nick Ritchie and either a 2023 third-round pick or a second-round pick in 2025. I'm a big fan of this deal for the Toronto Maple Leafs. They've acquired some depth both up front and back on that blue line. They've acquired a big bruising right-handed shot defenseman, and they've sent Nick Ritchie's contract to Arizona, clearing his $2.5 million cap hit this upcoming summer, freeing up some cap space. The Maple Leafs signed Nick Ritchie to a 2-year deal worth $5 million, an annual average value of $2.5 million this past offseason, and it simply did not work out for the Maple Leafs. Nick Ritchie never really fit into this lineup. He struggled to produce. In 33 games played, he posted just 9 points with 2 goals. Not only have the Maple Leafs cleared that cap hit for this upcoming summer, but they've also acquired a big bruising defenseman with a right-handed shot. They've needed some help back there for quite some time, and they got it. They also add some depth up front into that blue line, and as we all know, depth is a pivotal asset come playoff time. We've seen it over the past few seasons. The Toronto Maple Leafs have been plagued by injuries come playoff time. Both Ilya Lyubushkin and Ryan Dzingel have contracts that are set to expire after this season's done. I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing, though. Let's see how these players fit into this lineup. Basically, in this trade, the Maple Leafs free up cap space. They acquire some depth up front and a big bruising defenseman in Ilya Lyubushkin. Lyubushkin is averaging over 2 hits per game this season. Lyubushkin isn't going to produce much offensively, but that's not what the Maple Leafs are looking for in this trade. They get a player who's going to slot into that bottom pairing, most likely, and likely play beside Rasmus Sandin. With this deal, we will likely see Timothy Liljegren sent down to the AHL, Toronto Marlies, and Lyubushkin serving beside Rasmus Sandin, so it can be a stay-at-home defenseman, and allow Rasmus Sandin to join up on the rush as he loves to do. The Maple Leafs also acquired Ryan Dzingel, who is a 7-year NHL veteran. He's most likely not going to produce very much offensively and not going to see much ice time for the Leafs. In 26 games played this season, he's posted 4 goals and 3 assists. Not very much offensive production. However, Dzingel did post at least 14 goals in each of his last 3 seasons heading into this year. Ryan Dzingel has a cap hit of $1.1 million. The Maple Leafs could elect to send him down to the Toronto Marlies of the AHL, and if they do that, he would first have to clear waivers. But if he did clear waivers and he ended up on the Toronto Marlies, he would not count against the Maple Leafs cap hit. So basically, with this move, the Toronto Maple Leafs free up $2.5 million this upcoming offseason. They add more depth up front with Ryan Dzingel, and they also add a big bruising defenseman, right-handed shot, by the way, probably to their bottom pairing in Ilya Lyubushkin. So they do this by sending Nick Ritchie and a draft pick to Arizona. Draft pick, we're not going to worry about that right now. We'll see what that ends up being in a few years down the line. But as for Nick Ritchie, it never really worked out in Toronto. At times, Ritchie looked lost out there with the Maple Leafs. He just failed to fit into this lineup. It's a shame because what the Maple Leafs were trying to do, they were trying to add a big bruising forward, a big presence up front that could also score points, but he could not do that with the Maple Leafs. As I said, just 9 points in 33 games. Not going to cut it. I'm personally a big fan of this deal for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I feel as if more moves are going to be happening. We're still about a month away from the trade deadline. With that being said, let me know in the comments section below how you feel about this trade and what would you like to see the Toronto Maple Leafs improve on ahead of the trade deadline. Thank you for watching this video, and as always, I'm your guy Jake.